So I'm Zach Stanley with Arkansas Real Estate Group. I personally sponsored this as well. Really felt led to sponsor something like this just because, quite honestly, anything that Josh Folliart's a part of, I want to be a part of. He's very intentional with everything that he sets into motion, and I'm willing to give into whatever he. Quite honestly, it was if Josh Folliart's endorsing this, it must be good. And as we've seen from today, everybody in this room is someone you can gain value, wisdom, and knowledge off of. I really wanted to invite men that could uplift me and I can uplift them in their careers. And that's who I invited today. Brandon's one of those guys, and one of those guys I'm very thankful to have part of my life. He just went full-time in the real estate world. We're very happy to have him. Him and I do the Northwest Arkansas Investing podcast together. We're moving and shaking. And Brandon, what's one thing from today so far that's been big for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm loving to see the different leadership styles and just the humility and humbleness that comes from each of these leaders that are getting to bring all this value to the table for us. And so cool to see. And honestly, the best part of this is kind of being able to go around table and bounce ideas and thoughts off of each other on what's resonating with us and how we want to continue to encourage one another to grow as leaders. So
really what I've seen in this room is a lot of people that impact the community in Northwest Arkansas. There is so many people in this room that are really behind the scenes operating from a position of power without being the face of things sometimes. And it is cool to see some of those faces that you're like, hey, there's human and character behind those faces. Some of those people that have spoke have really, I'm going to implement a lot of those things already today, probably halfway through the day. I've already taken 4 or 5 things that I can implement to my life. I'm thankful to have men like Brandon Still with us here.
Okay, well, I'm Jared Martin. I'm with Homestead Inc. We flip properties, and we're here tuned in to try to get better, learn some more leadership skills. We got invited here from Zach Stanley with the Arkansas Real Estate Group. Great friend, great leader, just here looking to get better.
Yeah, I'm Josh Williams. I own some real estate in downtown Fayetteville. I also own a mortgage brokerage called Maryland Capital based out of Dallas. Invited here by Zach Stanley with Arkansas Real Estate Group. And, man, it's been great just these first 3 speakers to really hear, some one-liners of how to grow as a leader. A lot of practical stuff along with the high level. A lot of times you come to these leadership things and sometimes it can be a little too high level, you don't get anything practical, and there's been some real practical stuff here today. And just, we've only been here for 2 hours. I feel like my hand's tired from writing, so it's been good.
Yeah, now my little pamphlet's full of notes already. I think one thing that stuck out to me was the value of being intentionality. How are we applying that to our lives? And one thing that could really make a difference in my life already is just being present, being where my feet are. I show up at work, but am I showing up at home with that same intensity? Yeah. So that's just one pointer of a whole lot of different topics that we've already covered. Pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, right now I'm right in the middle of building a team myself, and so this is very timely to be hearing all this and be ahead of it. And so, hopefully I can take some of this and apply it to growing a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, my name is Colton Kennedy. I'm with Flat Branch Home Loans. Zach Stanley here with the Arkansas Real Estate Group. He invited me out today. Real excited about this. It's been really intentional, great workspace. It's been phenomenal here today, and looking forward to the next speaker.
Want to start off? Eric O'Brien with Novel Real Estate. Also here with Zach Stanley, a really good friend of mine, super dude. I had not heard about this before he invited me. Fantastic so far. Really have enjoyed particularly the Microsoft gentleman was fantastic. Going over what he's excited about most with their AI programs and how it could save us some time with interactions.
Hey, I'm Garrett. I am a general contractor specializing in custom homes here in Northwest Arkansas. Excited to take a pause to be here today and just learn leadership practices, different things that can, even though there's all sorts of different types of businesses represented here, everything is leadership and it can relate to whatever context we're in. So today's been cool just to reflect on some of the things that I can sharpen myself on and some of the things that can help give me some tools to do better in my communication with my subcontractors, clients, and all the different foremen, people working with us in our business.
look through it with Wright's Barbecue, and yeah, kind of like what Garrett was saying, man, it's an awesome event to get people here together, to kind of learn how we can kind of grow ourselves as leaders, but then also how we can serve, our teams, serve customers that come through the doors. Man, what a great event. This has been awesome.
I'm Brittany Kuiper, and I am here happy to sponsor today a table under my consulting business, BLK Consulting. It's been an honor to come here and learn from some of the speakers. All of them have been awesome today. I would say my big takeaway that I really enjoyed was actually this. Of course, my husband here, he was an awesome speaker. He talks a lot about time management, and just how it's such a commodity. But the speaker that we just listened to last, who has the book also on our table regarding communication, I found that was just so beneficial, and I'm going to go through the assessment that's also available if you get the book on tendencies, because I think so often we're not as self-aware as we might think we are self-aware. And so going to go through that process, and just a big takeaway was like really thinking what it's like to be on the other side of me as a person, or whenever I have emotion, show emotion. So yeah, today's been great.
All right, and I'm Creighton Kuiper, and here representing Walmart, and was very glad to speak here today, but amazing set of speakers, and learned so much from every single one of them. I really love what Brian Clark said from Microsoft around be interested, not interesting. And the reality is I didn't get it like the first 2 or 3 times. I kept repeating it to myself until I realized it was really a retrospection around being interested in others versus interested in yourself. And I think the other quote you said was, the heart of leadership is the start of leadership. And so some things I'll definitely take away, but just a phenomenal day. And I encourage everyone to listen to the content that goes out, or next time come and visit yourself.
Hi, my name is Jessica Urenga, and I am here with Elizabeth Kerner, and we are from Beautiful Lives Thrift Boutique, and we operate with a kingdom perspective in the marketplace through the nonprofit sector. So we have brought upscale thrift and absolutely love serving women in that space in so many different ways. And so what we loved about today is hearing so many tools and so many inspirational ideas that we can take with us back into our everyday, especially as we grow as leaders. So what about you, Elizabeth?
It's just been an honor to be here and to get to participate, hearing from the level of leaders that we have and the fresh perspectives that have been presented. So many great tools have been presented that are so practical that we can apply to our business life, but also our personal life. And also I love the element of applying them to our faith life and our spiritual journey as well. It's been a great opportunity to be here.
It's something that throughout the day, there were so many times where I thought, oh, so-and-so needs to be here. Next year, so-and-so needs to be here. Or the next time this happens, how many more people can we get? Because there's so many takeaways that I think if we could all just glean from this wisdom, it would be very impactful.
Thought it was great today. It's always good to get folks together, meet new people here in the area. I'm from Island Ventures, where we do a lot of different things. We have a lot of different departments, so the talk today was pretty relevant for that. Just trying to bring different teams together. We originally heard about the group from Steve Blair. He did a lot of culture building over at the Harvest Group, so he's over with our team now. But just enjoyed another event. Still kind of feels like we're getting back into it after COVID, so continues to feel like we're back. So yeah, Caleb.
I'm Caleb Hutcherson. I'm with a group of realtors here locally in the area. We work exclusively with teams. Individually, we have different teams through our networks. So we're looking to build our teams. We're a younger group of guys, so we're trying to empower young leadership. We've all been in collegiate sports, most of us, so we've always been on a team, and those roles with our teams have kind of just amplified stronger leadership in our professional careers. So this has really been eye-opening to listen to the stories of these great leaders that have been on stage today. So thankful for that. I'm grateful for Zach Stanley. He sponsored our table today. He's a great realtor. I've been friends with him for a while. We grew up playing baseball together.
That's cool.
Growing with him and the team that he's put together, I can see the sky's the limit. So it's a good group of guys. So
that's great.
So my name is Jen Jett Barrett, and I am the founder and visionary of the Well Summit. We host soul care and spiritual formation retreats for women twice a year. And today has been really, affirming in my calling, my identity. That was very encouraging and probably something I didn't expect to come away with. And I think anytime we can step into a space and feel affirmed in where we are and our purpose, it just spurs us on to keep going. And then I think the second thing that I loved about today was the talk about how do we become people of peace and how do we find people of peace. And so I know in the work that I do, that's one thing that I want to take back to my team and the women that come to my experiences is to challenge them to consider what is keeping you from being a person of peace and how can you become a person of peace. So I'm really encouraged by the content from today.
I'm Chad Harcourt. I actually kind of got hired to run production for this event, but believe in Foliar, believe in Multiply and their vision and mission. And just honored to be here, kind of seeing behind the scenes, interact with some of the speakers, and just knowing that not only are they on stage sharing their thoughts and ideas and what it means to be a leader, but living that out, having a personal relationship with a few of them, knowing the successes that they're having by living by what they're teaching. And some of the key takeaways was being a good fountain today, so people will come and being that man of peace. People want to be close to that and know that. And I think that's one of the most valuable things is peace. And things that we don't have or we're limited to is our time and our peace. And so I say you got to protect your peace and protect your time.
So my name is Peter Ostapko. I'm with Kinsman Initiative. So we're in the publishing gathering space. So yeah, this has been great. I'm in the beginning process of building an organization. And so anytime you can break away just to kind of learn, recalibrate with other leaders is always really important. But just the material is so important. And I think just the reminder, especially what Jeremy said, know yourself to lead yourself, is such an important thing as a leader, as a founder, even as an employee, because we don't realize the way in which we, act and behave and work and lead companies and our families, how important it is. And so anytime we can, kind of recalibrate, get some tips, some tools in the tool belt, if you will, is always really helpful. So it's been a tremendous day.
Hey, I'm Bart Bartholomew. I'm a senior at the University of Arkansas. First time coming to this Multiply Leader Collective. First off, one of the best things about this conference was just the ability to just be able to relax. One of the things that I believe Jeremy had said was just, man, like, as I'm a 20-year-old about to graduate college, a lot of just demands of life, anxious about just the future. He's just like, man, just graciously give yourself grace and just allow yourself to become the person that the Lord's calling you to be and just relax. And I think that's just where it's been very just peace given to me of just like, okay, like, I'm driven, I have goals, but I can also give myself grace as I'm trying on the process of becoming. So that's what I got from this conference, and I'm excited for how I just slowly become the person I've been called to be. Thank you.
Sure. I'm Michelle Hamby, and I'm the president of IntelStop Corporation. And so the world people in cities. But that's a hard question. Everything that what spoke to me was probably the upgrading my intentionality. Again, that's hard. I want to use a little bit of all of it. I think to get to that next level, to really define where my weak points are, what my strengths are, and then focus on getting my weaker stronger so I can create the overall. The one that stood out the most, was it David? Microsoft. David talking about being on vacation with his family and putting the phone down, telling his coworkers, I'm on vacation, and being intentional with his family and his time. I think it's very hard. I own 2 companies. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, 2 grown kids. And you feel very attached to your technology. Like, it really can wait. And those moments with your family, they're gone in a second.
JC Stone, I'm with Arkansas Women's Basketball. We had an opportunity through our development office to bring a couple players in. And so we brought Miriam Dowda and Carly Keats with us from our team to give them some ideas on stuff that they could take back and implement with our team.
That was just to make this thing.
Yeah, no, it was so much good information. We kind of talked about that. It was like, as it got finished up, is like, oh my gosh, like, do I take this? Do I take that? And you kind of like want to take all of it back to different people and different parts of your organization. But one of my favorites was having you kind of get your personal health level or number and putting those things, those personal things, your family and all those things, and kind of grading them and giving you a score and seeing you what areas you can improve on that can automatically make a quick impact in your life.
Hey, Don Manning with Crazy Cool Family. So excited to be here. We are from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but love Josh and love his ministry. Josh has invested in my boys, and Crazy Cool Family is just about helping parents be successful, whatever that means. What does it mean to be successful as a family? To me, it means my kids love Jesus, they love each other, they love us, and our heart is to help families do that. Today, I got so much out of what Jeremy said with building relationships, because that's what we're about at Crazy Cool Family, is building your family relationships. And his book is like a laser focus on that. He said something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but like, how do other people see me when I'm talking to them? Basically, what's their take of me? And I was like, wow, that is so profound. I need to teach our parents that so much, and most of all, teach me. So got a lot out of it today. So grateful that Josh has put this on, and we are big supporters of Multiply, and just love to be in here today. Thanks.
Josh, we just finished up our first ever Multiply Leader Collective. Let's go.
We did it.
How are we feeling?
Well, gosh, the work, right? That 4-letter word that goes into something like this is real. It's real, but it's been a fantastic outcome. Like, it was all worth it today when, several moments where you see connections being made across the room, people that are just champions that you respect so highly, and now they finally get a chance to be in a moment like this. It was all worth it. And
I agree.
I've gotten incredible feedback throughout the day of people saying this blew my expectations out of the water. And I say, for our first event, it wasn't that bad. And they were like, this was your first event?
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to get that feedback.
Yeah, I think that the collective, feedback that I was getting toward the end this was so needed. There was like this spirit of like, I got refilled today. Yeah. I needed that. It's this idea, I was thinking about this on the way up. You get that notification on your phone of like, you need to upgrade tonight. You need to, it's like your phone is like telling you need to like, update or whatever they say. And that's what I felt like coming into this was like, you need an update. And it's like, okay, yep, you're right. I needed that.
Man, I totally felt that. And I think that's exactly what people received in the room today.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that people knew what to expect.
Fair.
But I'm walking away feeling like this was an extraordinary opportunity for, and here's what it was personal.
Yeah.
It wasn't, we didn't leave it in the realm of team and KPIs and all of that. This was personal. It was about becoming someone different, not just for my team, but for me, for my wife, for my children, right?
Oh man,
and it got real, it got personal, and then it's like, and then that spills over into this corporate space, and from Jeremy speaking about the becoming piece to Creighton talking about just upgrading our level of intentionality. to Brian, making us all put our phones under the chair. It was so good. Brilliant. And at the same time revealing, like, we're super uncomfortable, disconnected from our phones, but this causes us to be connected.
And not to mention Josh Folliart bringing the heat.
Yeah, that was the highlight.
The highlight of the day
was definitely.
Well, I'm glad we put you first. So
No. Well, leadoff hitters, only job is to get on base,
and then you finish with Jeremy.
And I think it was a walk. I think I got walked.
I think you got walked. Man, yeah, that's probably fair.
It was so much fun, and
it was a blast.
From your perspective, let me ask you. From your perspective, what's kind of a big takeaway? I mean, you're coming in as a practitioner because you not only are part of the Multiply team, you're Duncan and Stone.
That's right.
So
there is a real weight of what was talked about today that I feel personally in my business.
Wow.
And so I think the reality of this, I felt that, and I think a lot of people felt that I can resonate with this. What you're describing, every speaker, was something that I feel in my day-to-day life. And that happened to me this week. That happened in our business, where what Jeremy was describing about self-awareness, tendencies, I truly felt this week.
Yeah.
Not great, honestly.
It was not
incredible, but, it reiterated to me that this is what I need inside of our organization. This is what I want inside my friendships. This is what I want inside of my house. And to me, that's the powerful piece of it.
Yeah.
So
I love it, man.
It was a blast.
Well, impossible without your partnership, man. This has been so much fun.
Absolutely.
A lot more to come.
A lot more to come.
That's it.